French President Emmanuel Macron has warned the world is entering a new era, urging Europe to prepare for shifting global dynamics. In a televised address, Macron proposed deploying European forces to Ukraine to ensure its security after the war, signaling a stronger European defense role. Macron stressed that Europe must be ready to act independently if the US steps back from its commitments. He also opened the door to extending France's nuclear deterrent to protect other European nations, a move seen as a response to growing threats from Russia. While the UK welcomed cooperation, the Kremlin dismissed Macron's remarks as a direct threat. US President Donald Trump has issued a stark ultimatum to Hamas, demanding the release of all the remaining hostages or face further destruction in Gaza. His warning follows indirect US Hamas talks on American captives. Trump reaffirmed his unwavering support for Israel, pledging continued weapons supplies. However, Hamas rejected the threats, insisting that any hostage release must be tied to a permanent ceasefire. Meanwhile, humanitarian concerns are growing as Gaza's population suffers from severe shortages of food, water, and medical supplies. France, Britain, and Germany have condemned Israel's blockade, while South Africa accused Israel of using starvation as a weapon of war. Residents in Gaza say they are facing catastrophic living conditions with no safe haven. Amid these tensions, Arab leaders have proposed a plan to rebuild Gaza through an international trust fund, sidelining Hamas and ensuring Palestinian unity under the Palestine Liberation Organization. However, many Palestinians fear the plan will not materialize as Israel remains committed to Trump's proposal to displace Gaza's residents. Despite threats, Palestinians vow to stay rooted in their homeland. Pakistan has rejected recent remarks by India's foreign minister on Azad Jammu and Kashmir, calling them baseless claims. The Foreign Office has instead asked India to vacate the occupied region.
We reject the remarks made by Indian External Affairs Minister on Jammu and Kashmir during an event at Chatham House, London, held on 5th March 2025.
Indian External Affairs Minister Subramaniam Jaishankar said on Wednesday that the Kashmir dispute would be solved once India regained what he called the stolen part of Kashmir from Pakistan. He made these remarks at London's Chatham House think tank, referring to Pakistan-administered Kashmir as illegally occupied territory.
I think the part we are waiting for is the return of the stolen part of Kashmir, which is on the under illegal Pakistani occupation. When that's done, I assure you, Kashmir solved.
The Foreign Office also rejected India's claims that last year's elections in Indian-occupied Kashmir were a step toward resolving the dispute.
I also wish to underscore that any electoral exercise pursuant to Indian Constitution cannot serve as a substitute to grant of right to self-determination. Instead of making baseless claims about Azad Jammu and Kashmir, India should vacate the large territories of Jammu and Kashmir under its occupation for the last 77 years.
Tensions between the two countries remain high. Pakistan has repeatedly urged India to engage in meaningful dialogue but insists that any settlement must be in line with the UN resolutions and the wishes of the Kashmiri people.